All right, guys. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the DFS 5-pack. Matt and Ryan are here to talk a little night baseball. Well, maybe the video's starting right now. I don't know. Every once in a while, there seems to be a little bit of a delay on it, but it's Friday. We got the NBA playoffs starting for real tomorrow. These playing games have been fun, but I'm talking we got bigger slates tomorrow, 4-game slates. It is a great time for a 5-pack membership with baseball up and running. We're talking full-length NBA. It's going to be a good one tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we got monster MLB slate tonight. We got playoff NBA tomorrow. We got playoff NBA playing games tonight. So, yeah, I mean, it's coming. NFL's coming soon. Yeah.
I don't know if soon's the right word, but it's coming. It'll be here eventually. What a massive disappointment it's going to be to the masses if the Grizzlies find a way to beat the Warriors tonight, because nobody wants that outside of probably just in Memphis.
Agreed.
All right, guys. So we haven't talked about our buddies over at Jazz Sports in a while, so I want to make a quick shout out to them. They're going to have some promotions running throughout the playoffs, specifically on the Lakers and Suns game tonight, where if you are a 5-pack sign up, and that's by using the promo code 5-pack as a first time depositor, you're going to get better odds on the Suns Lakers game than you would normally. It's just a special promotion for people who have signed up through us. So if you are part of the sports betting public, we've been encouraging you guys to try out Jazz for a while, same day payouts, everything like that. That is jazzsports.ag. It's a great time to give them a whirl. Once again, the promo code is 5-pack. And if you want better odds on the Lakers and Suns game, it's they're going to give them to specifically just our customers. So if that's a game you're betting hard on, good way to get a little juice.
Yeah, I know that they're doing a nice promotion for us, people who use our sign-in code. And really, you're just getting better odds on betting each team money line. So you're getting a really nice line each side. So if you're going to place a wager on this game, you definitely should take a look at Jazz Sports.
All right, guys, promo code's 5-pack. In the meantime, guys, monthly and weekly memberships get both sports. We'll be rocking the NBA with write-ups tomorrow, which means members-only videos will be for just members. Would love for you guys to be one of them. But in the meantime, let's talk about tonight's baseball slate. And let's start with pitching. So there's obviously a lot of pitchers on this slate, being it's the biggest slate of the year. And a guy that we're both looking at is going to be Mike Minor of the Kansas City Royals. With so many the good pitchers way priced up today, the price point of 7,500 is really, really nice. The big points though are point number one, the Tigers suck. Number two, they suck even more against left-handed pitching. And number three, they suck so much that they K a ton. They're a bad team. They're a really, really bad offense. This is a good pitching park. He's going to be chalky, but we got plenty of ways to be different in GPPs. And there's so many pitchers at your disposal that everybody gets, everyone's going to spread the love out just a little bit, but Minor just seems to make sense in any format, but especially in cash games.
Yeah, I mean, he just on a slate with so many guys priced up, it seems like Minor's price is just status quo, and it's just basically what it usually is, or around what it usually is, maybe 500, give or take 500 up or 500 down, coming off a really good start in, the dream spot against the Tigers at home. The Tigers are awful, and like you said, they're even more awful against left-handed pitching. A ton to like here, like you mentioned as well, especially in cash games, but no issues just running them out there in tournaments as well.
All right, next up, let's talk about cash game plays. So Trevor's Story to me is legit the fourth day in a row that I'm going to bring up a guy like this that I think is a cash lock, but I absolutely prefer the GPP fade personally. I mean, now, again, you kind of mentioned it. You like Coors Field a little bit more than normal today, and if you're going to go balls deep on Coors Field, yeah, you're going to want some Trevor Story in your life. But for me, Story's a cash lock because of the upside. However, I love the GPP fade of him, and the big reason is, he's just not that good this year, and it's not that he's lost the talent. It's that he's in a terrible situation. You and I both called fading him in year-long leagues because he has no protection in the lineup. With Charlie Blackmon being a shell of what he once was and Nolan Arenado now residing in St. Louis, it's a bad lineup without a lot of good players, which means you can just not give this guy anything to hit. Now, the Rockies are in a great spot tonight. Great weather in Colorado, wind blowing out. We know the Coors Field effect going up against a weak pitcher. But for me, there's plenty of other shortstop to be interested in GPPs.
There certainly are. It's an interesting one, right? Because there's no doubt that Colorado, and to a lesser extent Arizona, are in the best spots on the slate. That said, there's 30 teams in play tonight, so it's a tough one, man. Even for me, it's a tough one. I think you can make the reasonable and rational case for just going balls to the walls for cores and tournaments. Of course, I can get on board with the GPP fade. I'll say this for sure, though. Unless you're stacking up the Rockies, I would not use Story as a one-off in tournaments, personally.
No, me either. I don't like them enough to play them here based on their chalkiness in tournaments. And I'm well aware, just like you've been well aware of this for years, for all the times you faded Coors, that I could bite you in the tail. No doubt about it. It's great hitting weather in Colorado. Coors Field is a great place to hit. However, it's not magic. You still have to hit the ball somewhere. It doesn't mean just because you're in Coors Field, bad, offenses. And these offenses are both mediocre at best, are going to ball in a situation like this. So the Rockies are in a great spot, no doubt about it. But how many plus hitters are there in their lineup?
The problem with that, and I'll just reverse it on you, like, yeah, you're not wrong there, but their lineup is still probably better than the Arizona pitcher.
Well, that's probably true. The Arizona pitching that they're putting out there tonight is not great.
Yeah, but so like I get it. I mean, I get both sides of it. It's a fascinating one for a 15 game slate, just because like it is such an obvious spot. But like I said, there's 30 other or 28 other teams in play.
Yeah, I like the fade on this one in GPPs. And if it burns me, I'm going to use a famous Bellman quote. Guess what? There's another slate tomorrow. In fact, there's two of them, three of them, because we got NBA and two baseball slates.
I kind of think for me, and just talking it out, I think that there's going to be runs in Coors tonight. Whether it's like goes all the way off, I'm not sure. I think that there will be a few other teams that are better than the teams in Coors. It's just a matter of getting them right.
That's the harder part, no doubt about it. All right, next up, Randy Rosarina. Hot's hot, baby. This guy is on fire right now with 9,000 DK points over the last 2 days. A hot hitter's a hot hitter. And I know he was good last time out, but prior to last start, K had been getting knocked around like Glass Joe and Mike Tyson's punch-out. So there's no reason to guarantee he's going to be good again today. This guy just looks locked in right now, laser focused.
Big time power. I mean, like you said, he's just seeing the ball really well right now. Almost feel like I'm a couple days late to this party, but better late than never, as they would say. So listen, he's still very affordable at 5K in the second premier hitters park on the slate. He looks great. I think Tampa comes in under-owned because of how much love a couple other teams get, one of which we just mentioned. And man, what's not to like here?
I wonder if at the end of the year, this ballpark will rank as better than Coors, but part of it's fool's gold just because Toronto's offense is so much better than Colorado's.
I think they only play here for like another week or two.
Okay, fair enough. Well, then it'll be off the slate after that. Either way, give me some Rosarina tonight. Next up, let's move back over to cash games. Let's talk about Luis Arias of the Minnesota Twins, second base and outfield eligibility, only 2,900. This one's all about the punt right here. He's coming in as the most popular punt play of the evening. He's got the possibility of leading off tonight. He's duly eligible. Your boy McKenzie, his stuff's not bad, but he's had a lot of struggles this year. Minnesota's got, a lot of, in the next two plays, we'll talk about this, has a history of plenty of quality offensive days within the Cleveland ballpark. And it's warm in the Midwest today, which is advantage hitters.
Yeah, listen, he'll probably be leading off 2,900, cog in the machine type, works in all formats. I like some Twins in tournaments. We'll get to there. We'll get to that point in a minute. And Arias is a nice look. I'm a fan of this kid. Like, he's not the greatest DFS player because he doesn't hit for a ton of power. He doesn't run. But when you're leading off at 2,900 and you're potentially going to have 5 at bats, like, there's upside in that alone. So I'm all about it.
All right, next up, speaking of the Minnesota Twins, your boy Max Kepler today. So I know you're a little vibing on the Twins right now. Your boy McKenzie's had his struggles, and also the Twins, and specifically Max Kepler, have a history of hitting really well in Cleveland.
Yeah, Kepler is a guy that we've known for years, crushes right-handed pitching, Just got double dong upside anytime he steps on the field. He's been hitting in the middle of this Twins lineup. You mentioned that they're missing some guys, which is true, which hurts their lineup. Buxton's out, Cruz might be out. It helps a guy like Kepler, though, because he's probably going to be moved up in the lineup. Still not going to get a ton of love because there's just, how many outfielders are in play tonight? Almost 100, 90 outfielders in play. And they're probably around 100, 110 outfielders actually in play on DK tonight. So I don't think he gets much love. Very priced affordably at 3,500. I like him quite a bit as part of a little mini twin stack, which we talked about in our members only video.
I like your fast math right there. I'm a big fan of multiplication, division, addition to subtraction. So I like how you got to 90 and then threw in the extra position eligibility for the bonus right there. I'm a big fan of that.
I don't know how many there are, but we know that there's at least 90 starting outfielders because there's 30 teams. But then, you've also got guys like JD Martinez that are DHs and plenty of other guys like that. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like 125 on actually DK tonight.
Yeah, I would say there's going to be at least 100. We're not
Somewhere.
actually going to take the time to count it, so there's this really kind of a pointless conversation. I'm a big math nerd, so I like the fast math.
Yeah, cool. Well,
And
I'm
if
not
anybody can get the quote, if anybody gets this quote, put it in the comments section. You'll be on my good side. That's fast math. We could use you in Tulsa.
That is not one I will get.
All right. I'm going to not say it because I want somebody else to pick up on it.
Cool.
All right. You guys have yourselves a great Friday night. Go win yourself some money playing DFS. And either tonight or tomorrow morning, we'll talk to you about NBA.
Thanks, guys.